Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We get back into more Amberylnn Reid content. And yes, I know, I'm sorry, but we are getting back with another Q&A. I do apologize. It's going to be like the fourth one in a row. Yeah, this is the fourth one in the row. We got one more after this. Hopefully when we get to the Retro Reacts tomorrow, if Amber doesn't upload, there'll be something a little bit different other than her talking about herself. That being said, we are just going to get into the questions and see what we're going to be answering today. Honestly, I should probably just Irish up my coffee. It's the only way I'm going to get through this video.
Hello. Welcome to part 3 of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your guys' questions.
I already know for a fact that she's going to spend the next minute saying the exact same thing she always does, so we're just going to skip through that.
25 for each video. And I do have a few disclaimers. I chose to do this because I promised you guys I would upload every day, but for the next 10 days I'm gonna be super busy, so I'm not gonna have any time to edit, but I definitely will have time to film, so you don't have to worry about that. So to keep my promise, I am pre-filming, so in the best way that I know how, I was like, let's do some Q&As for now. So if you haven't seen my other two, they're already posted. Things get a little juicy, and we're gonna continue getting juicy.
Hell no, I really should have Irished up this coffee. I don't want to know anything about Amber being juicy.
And I feel like in part 4, we might get even juicier, so let's do it.
No, thank you, Amber. I liked you better when you were a dry girl.
All right, first question. What kind of ASMR do you watch on YouTube? Lately, I've been really loving like certain perfectionist, like final touches of like the hair. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, it's so calming when like
The reason why you like it so much, Amber, it's because we crave what we don't have.
they do like curls and they like move the hair like this and like just like perfect little tiny little movements. That's why it's called ASMR perfectionist or whatever.
I'm sorry, but like, I am way too busy to watch a video of some person randomly move their hair over an inch and be like, guys, it's perfect. Like, what the hell do you do all day? Do you watch that shit all day? Because my god, you need a job. You need an actual job, because this ain't it. Because like, dude, the fact that you could do this shit and make the money that you do, you need to be stuck somewhere in a warehouse moving boxes or some shit, because my god, no, actually, don't do that. We don't need you behind the forklift.
Oh my god, it's so good and calming. 10 out of 10 recommend. What are some of your hobbies lately? I've been into scrapbooking, journaling, Legos, doodling. Yeah, that's about it.
Something that I would do so often that I would honestly call it an addiction would be play video games, and now I do it like once a week because I just don't have the time. I'm so busy with my daily schedule, and thankfully that now that I have 2 weeks off, less than 2 weeks now, but it's so nice to be able to just sit down and relax. I've slept in for the past 3 days up until 10 o'clock, which is not even close to what I usually do. I wake up at 6. I just realized like how tired I am recently over the past couple days, because now I'm just able to do that stuff where I'm like, oh, I have time to be able to do things.
What's your love language or favorite way to be loved? So for the longest, I thought words of affirmation was like top 2 of my love languages, but it's not. It's actually like third.
Number 1 is physical touch, and 2 is giving gifts.
My number 1 love language, I think, is physical touch.
Oh, there it is.
Like with the right person, like I cannot touch you enough. You cannot touch me enough. Like let's be in each other's skin.
But not if you were the last person on Earth. I would rather stay celibate for the rest of my life.
And then my second love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that is so freaking important. It's not even funny.
I mean, 50% isn't bad, although Amber's quality time would just loop back around to physical touch.
Quality time with 0 distractions, just you and your partner to connect mentally, physically, emotionally, through laughter, deep conversations, fun.
I wonder what her idea of like deep conversations means, because I don't think it's going to be the same thing that we're thinking, because like her idea is like, what is your favorite Billie Eilish song? What does it make you feel?
Etc., etc. In other ways, I love to be loved that isn't even part of like the love language list, like just understanding and patience and kindness and just like a gentle love.
It's never going to not irk me when Amber says gentle love, knowing the fact that she has done so much shit in her past with all of her exes. You have put your hands on Crystal. You fully admitted that. You have allegedly put your hands on Casey and said some pretty horrendous transphobic shit to him. You have put your hands on potentially Wifey. You also stole money off of Beck and kept Beck away from their friends and family. Mother, who was really sick, picking arguments and fights with both her and Destiny's mum, knowing full well they were both sick and shit like that. They lost precious time they could have spent with their families and their parents, and they've lost that because of you. Setting timers and stuff like that so that Beck could only spend an hour with their friends. Like, dude, where exactly was the gentle love in that situation?
That's genuinely important to me. Do you follow trends with the clothing you wear? No. No.
Let me guess, Arrogant Lynn is going to come out and say something like, I would never really wear those styles because it's just not my thing. Like, it's other people's stuff and that's okay, but that's just not what I would ever wear. Knowing full well that she wouldn't be able to fit in the clothing anyway because they don't make her size.
Most trends, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not here to judge, but yes, the trends, you know what? Pop off. You do you. You look great. If you love what you wear, you automatically look beautiful to me. But they're not for me. I have my own style. Sometimes I don't even understand my own style. If I see it and I wear it and I like it and I love it, I'm gonna keep wearing it. I don't care what anybody says out there.
I hate to break to you, Amber, but that's not a style. That's called beggars can't be choosers.
What do you actually need a planner for? That sounds like a little bit of shade.
Yes, but also it's a real question too. Like, what do you do that requires you to have a planner?
So I like to plan YouTube videos. You guys don't know this, but I have like a whole list of things that I want to talk about in vlogs or show in vlogs or what I want to do in vlogs.
Well, if you have all these amazing ideas that you come up with, Amber, why do we get the same 4 things over and over again? Also, just to be that person, I know, I'm going to show you guys my schedule for my gaming channel. This is just going to be a quick little tutorial on how I make a schedule. Alright guys, so we're on the desktop screen of my laptop. I want to show you guys what exactly I do in order to make a schedule for my YouTube channel. See, we come over to post-it notes here, we click on it, we bring this up, and I bring it over so you guys can see it. There we go. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 52, and the video is planned and uploaded. Quick, simple, easy. I'm only up to week 13 right now because I need more videos, but I got videos planned after that because they're already pre-filmed and edited for another series. So that's simple and easy. That's all it does, and it doesn't require a $70 planner that she's going to use twice. Also, these are my babies.
I'm also a very to-do list oriented type of girly, whether it's things around the house or things I'm doing with my mom or things that I have to do just to remind myself because my memory is not good. So I use a planner to plan.
Or, and just hear me out, Amber, if you use your eyes, the 2 things in your head not there for decoration, you'll be able to look around and see what needs to be done. The only excuse I would say that you need a list for would probably be grocery shopping, and even then, it's the same things that you eat over and over again, so you wouldn't really need to worry about forgetting something.
How often do you use your tarot cards? I only ever use them when I truly feel like the universe is like, I want to tell you something, or if I want the universe to tell me something, because it's not always the universe coming to me and being like, girly pop, like, we need to talk. Sometimes it's like me saying, we need to talk. I genuinely feel like with the tarot cards that I have, like, I have treated them with like the kindness you need to treat your tarot cards. I might have been a little neglectful. I'm currently actively staring at them because they're on my bookshelf. And just know that I love you guys. I do. Maybe I should get them out tonight because now I'm feeling guilty.
Amber, please, we all know you're only doing it for the ankle, like straight up. You're in his videos, in his comment section, messaging him on burner accounts, forgetting that you're on burner accounts, and then bragging about how you pay his bills. Like, so get over yourself.
It's been like easily over a month, maybe even longer. Oh my God, it's been since before I went to Wisconsin. Holy. I do believe that if you treat your tarot cards right, like they'll treat you right and they'll connect with the universe even more. I notice some people, like, you probably think I'm crazy and you don't believe in that, but everyone has their different beliefs. I would never judge someone based on what they believe, and I hope they would do the same for me and they won't judge me.
Amber, that's a bullshit lie. You know it. You have straight up done that to Beck so many times.
And it's really crazy because I feel like I have like matured a lot spiritually. I used to not really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it. But I'm telling you, that was years ago. But as time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards and to treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the reading was bad or good, it felt right and it felt true, and I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah.
Except again, that's another lie, because you did used to believe in it, but then people were doing tarot readings on you and they were negative, and then you stopped believing because then they potentially could come true.
I'm definitely going to be taking those cards down tonight and doing a reading because I think I need one. And I almost feel like someone asked me that question because the universe was like, Amberylnn, we need a tarot reading. We should speak a little bit. So
I hate to break to you, sweetheart, but the universe is going to tell you you're batshit insane. Not because you believe in this stuff, but because you're two sides of the same psycho.
thank you to the person asking that question. What were your Animal Crossing eras like? So I've had 3 Animal Crossing eras where I played obsessively. The first time ever was, I know I was living in Virginia and I would play like obsessively. So that was the first time. And then the other 2 times is when I was living in Kentucky. And since then, haven't touched it.
I mean, okay, but like at the same time, are you going to say which games you played?
Do you think lesbians can be non-binary? Of course.
Yeah, that's not a conversation I'm getting into.
Do you still smoke Delta 8 and are you going to stop when you start semaglutide? I do still smoke. I definitely don't smoke as much as I used to. And I will be more than likely stopping when I start semaglutide. Delta 8 gives me the munchies and it would be counterproductive. Is that the right word? It'll be counterproductive to be taking semaglutide but then also smoking Delta 8. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, so you admit that you were doing something wrong by taking Delta 8 and negating the effects of semaglutide, and then you chose to get off it, blaming the medication. So you knew you were doing something wrong, but you're still blaming the medication and saying that it didn't work.
If you plateau on semaglutide this time, will you still keep taking it? Last time I took semaglutide, it stopped working because the syringes I got were pre-filled, which you are not supposed to do that because when you pre-fill a syringe, it expires in 28 days. And through the med spa that I went, they acted as if that was okay. And I know a lot of people were asking, like, did you see a doctor? The person was actually an RN, so they knew what they were talking about, but no one's a robot. People make mistakes. 28 days is only 4 weeks. And for 4 weeks, the syringes were working. Week 5, I felt nothing. So that is when I doubled my dose. I still felt nothing. And when you double your dose, oh honey, you feel something. So that's when I was like, something just doesn't seem right to me. And I had 13 pre-filled syringes. So that's 13 weeks worth. And that's like way past the expiration date. At that point, potency, non-existent. But to answer your question, if I plateau on semaglutide, will I keep taking it? Yes.
How are you going to go from admitting that you're smoking Delta 8 throughout your weight loss journey using semaglutide, saying it was making it counterproductive because it was making you hungry, negating the effects of semaglutide, and then say, well, it was actually the semaglutide's fault because it was less effective? Dude, you admitted you were taking Delta 8, it makes you hungry, negates the effect, and yet it's still the medication's fault? How the hell do you not take accountability for something that you did wrong?
Are there any updates on Rarity? Sadly, no. In my actual gut
Amber, that's not your gut, that's your chest.
and soul and heart, I really do believe that someone found her and they're loving on her. They're feeding her and she has water and warmth and love and laughter and cuddles. Everything that I once gave her. I truly believe that someone else is doing the same. For now, I will have her home one day.
The goddamn audacity of you saying that you will have a home one day. If you weren't lazy and didn't leave the door open, you wouldn't have to worry about that now, would you, Amber?
Like, I do believe that. And I'm putting out all of the positivity that I can.
Amber, you can hop on that positivity and write it into the goddamn sun for all I care.
Whew, I need a minute. Have you ever been assessed or evaluated for ADHD? Because girl, I see all the signs in you. So I have been assessed by a psychologist, and the psychologist then said, you need to be like actively evaluated because you show signs, as that person said. And this was when I was living in Kentucky. So I had scheduled an appointment, but it was literally for 6 months away. And I ended up moving because me and my girlfriend at the time broke up and I was ready for a change. I did not belong in Kentucky anymore. And I think I had like 3 months to go until my appointment. But obviously since I moved, I wasn't able to attend the appointment. So I still have not been evaluated.
You know, but that's really good to know considering the fact that you claim to have ADHD without being tested, which means you're appropriating a disability. You're appropriating a mental disability. So why should we even believe that you have BPD when you just admitted to lying and saying that you had a disability when you don't? And also, you took away resources for someone who could potentially take that time slot and wasted a doctor's time because you decided to move.
Do you have any updates on the article you were interviewed for? Nope. I have not been contacted since I did the interview.
Convenient.
Where is Wasabi? More than likely he's laying on the bed.
Yeah, might want to get up and double check the doors.
How did you find out Santa wasn't real? So
Don't care.
I was laying earlier, and I did that because I wanted to catch Santa in the acts. I'm sure most kids do. So I was sitting on the couch next to the Christmas tree. Next thing you know, my mom's like, "Oh my god, my wardrobe has Santa's gift out under the tree." She didn't know that I was awake. She didn't know that I heard that. Yeah, my mom went to labor on Christmas 2 times with me and my brother Jonathan. I was around 27, though. She was labor for like a hot minute. She went labor Jonathan early, like in the morning, like in the night while sleeping. And actually still having that day. So my brother Jonathan's birthday is on Christmas. Literally the best Christmas of my life. Do you deep down want to be skinny? If I could have any body type in the world,
Amber has fully admitted that she kind of wants to be a middle ground approach, sort of like a mom bod or a dad bod, where it's like you have a bit of extra chunk, but it's not overweight. In the same way, it's not like severely underweight either. And you can be, you know, a smaller frame, a slender frame, and be attractive. And you can also be a little bit larger and also be attractive. It's kind of getting to the opposite ends of being severely overweight or underweight that is kind of like, all right, this is not really attractive. This is not healthy. This is not good for your body type. You need to either gain weight or lose weight because you're putting yourself in danger of, you know, potentially losing your life. That's kind of where it's like finding the right middle ground approach, essentially.
and I was 100% the healthiest I could be, I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky, like curvy, like thick thighs, like good hips, pretty big butt.
Yeah, you guys don't need to hear the rest of that.
When is the last time you watched Karina Kaboom? I'm telling you, the last time I watched her, I think was during live stream era. 3 X's ago, like even before Feline. I don't like that woman. I hate everything about that woman.
The only reason you hate her is because she criticizes your actions without attacking you as a person or the way that you look. So you don't like that because you don't have a rebuttal. Also, hate is such a strong word, Amber, remember? Like, you don't like saying that you hate people because you could never have that type of hate in your heart for people.
Like no tea, no shade, but what is going on with her? I chose to like be like, I cannot do this anymore. Like she puts me in the biggest negative headspace.
Yeah, because you can't justify the criticism without hate because there is no hate.
So I said, I'm actively removing myself from this situation, and I have not watched her since. So it's literally been years.
No, but you will go into Geordie's live streams, you'll go into the Ankle's videos, and you'll comment down below, or you'll attack him on burner accounts. So, like, do we really believe that you don't watch Karina Kaboom? Because, like, if you watch everyone else, why not Karina too?
Are you for or against abortion? I am pro-choice.
Really? Because that's not what conservative Lynn said. She had a very, very, very different opinion.
Will you get another pet anytime soon? No, absolutely not. I'm still waiting for Rarity to come home.
Yeah, see, the thing is, she's not going to get a new cat, not because she's waiting on Rarity. She's waiting on us to forget about Rarity, which is not going to happen. And if she does get a new cat, it's going to be only because Tommy, or her new girlfriend, got her one. It's a present. She didn't buy it for herself, guys. She got a new present.
What's the last hypocritical thing you've heard recently that involves another YouTuber? So I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Nikki and Gabby are 2 twins that have done YouTube for so long, probably even longer than me, and I've been on YouTube for 11 years. But either way, they've been on YouTube for really forever. They used to do a ton of videos, like they have their own channel, they have like 2 separate channels because they started videos every more. Regardless, they would get so many views and millions of views. Like, they were part of like the most famous YouTubers. Like, they would go to like Tart brands and like more like companies would get them to do that, and like they were like part of that, right? Well, Nikki has recently came out on her TikTok and like confessed all of these lies. I'm like talking crazy things that like Nikki and Gabby both lied about and like faked in their videos. Like so many things that it literally has left my jaw on the floor. Like, and I still have not picked it up. Can someone pick it up for me? And I think the reason why my jaw is still sitting on the floor is because nobody's mad. Nobody's mad at them that they have lied and like cheated their way through the YouTube life. Like I'm so confused. Like I genuinely am so confused because like that one video that I made 8 years ago where I was like, yeah, these are the few things that I've lied about and here are the reasons why I've done it. That has haunted me.
But no, we're not even going to do this. We're not even going to compare the two things. Someone lying about traveling around the world is not the same thing as you falsely accusing someone of hard R. It's not the same thing as you falsely accusing people of SA. It's not you falsely accusing someone of potentially doing crimes that they did not commit. It is not the same thing as you stealing money from a cancer patient and then lying about you giving the money to that cancer patient. It's not about you promising someone money and then taking that money away from them. You've done all those things and so much more, and yet you expect to be, I don't know, held accountable to the same level as someone lying about traveling around the world? Like, that's such a non-existent thing that doesn't really do all that much. And yeah, it's a shitty thing to do, but it's nowhere near the same things that you have done.
Like there's no tomorrow. Like people still to this day bring it up, and it's been like 8 years now. But Nikki and Gabby lied about even worse and even more, and people are just gagged. We're just gagged. Oh my god.
Amber, you could all the way off and then some. Like, seriously, how the hell are you going to even try comparing the two things and then say what you did was not even close to what they did?
And like nobody cares. I'm like, I don't know what planet. As Yo Mama says, am I in the upside down? Like, am I in the upside down? Am I living in the upside down right now? And as a viewer, like I'm hurt. I'm like, what? You lied about all of that, and all of that was fake and like orchestrated. And I'm just like,
The hypocrisy of this woman, like, I'm amazed that she has not been committed.
what is going on? I can't be the only one that's upset, but according to how everyone's reacting, everyone's totally fine with it. Totally cool. You know what? You're skinny, you're beautiful. Go ahead and lie. It's totally fine.
Oh my god, guys, Fat Phobia Lynn is now in the chat. She's just so heartbroken that people treat her badly for being overweight.
Why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so much? I'm never nervous around Tommy. When I'm laughing around Tommy, it's because I'm happy. Like I'm genuinely like so happy. I just can't stop laughing. That's a good sign. Like I want to continue smiling. I want to continue laughing. I want to continue joking. Like Tommy isn't just my lover, my partner, my this, my that. She is my best friend. And I want to always have fun with her. Even doing stupid things like trying eggnog and I'm just like giggling like a schoolgirl. It's because I'm happy.
Yeah, no, it's just narcissistic overload. You're now currently full on validation because you're in a relationship, but it won't last. It never does.
Like she genuinely makes me feel good when I'm around her, and I want it to stay that way. Are you still friends with Alexis, and can we get an update on that? We are still friends. We are not as close as we used to be. I think that I do have like a wall up, and I think she knows. Obviously, like the trust there due to the betrayal, like there's no trust there, you know? And I think she knows that, and I think she feels bad, but I think she's being patient and she's being understanding and she's being kind and just like not forcing anything, which is what I appreciate. Like I genuinely care about Alexis and I love her and I know she feels the same for me. So I'm glad that I was able to forgive her and we were able to hang out quite a few times and like have a great time. But I think it's gonna take a while before things ever get back to how they were, if they ever do.
Mate, if I was Alexis, I would have told you to go screw yourself with a rusty spoon.
Who are some of your favorite YouTubers right now? Life Plus Cindy, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I love her videos. Pink Vlogs, which is Pink Sparkles, but her vlog channel, and also Yo Mama. So I'd say those are my top 3 right now. How big is your bush? I have a dainty bush. If you could ask Jordy one single question and have him answer honestly and without bias or trying to impress his audience, what question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot. I have a whole interview I could give him. Trust. Jordy, hello. I know you're watching. I know you're watching by yourself first, and then you like to watch again while you're reacting, which is weird because why can't you just watch the first time during your reaction? Is it because you have to think of things to say and to complain about and to nitpick and all the little fat jokes you make? Is that what it is? You have to like ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement? Don't answer that because that's not the question. My question is,
The audacity of this parasite to talk shit about Geordie living in his parents' home, knowing full well that you forced your way into every single girlfriend's home? Like, girl, do you understand the hypocrisy of which you speak? The only reason you didn't live with your mum or your grandmother was because you got kicked out and the other one was homeless. Your dad is homeless and a drug addict in prison, so you couldn't live with him. Yet you would be if you had the chance, because you need someone else to wipe your ass for you.
you say that you want, the best for me. You want me to go on semaglutide and lose the weight. You say that you're just a reaction channel and you're reacting to just, me as a person. And supposedly I'm just not a good person and all that. But what makes you better?
Oh, girl, you are not going to like the live stream he makes about you, because he is going to shit talk you to the nines, and I'm going to watch that live stream just to make sure. Like, I'm going to watch that entire slam piece because he is going to wreck you.
Every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you have a fat joke. A very mean fat joke. You are fat phobic and you're fat shaming and your audience eggs it on. What makes you any better than me?
Second verse, same as the first. Like, you guys know what I'm gonna say, so don't worry about it. We're not gonna repeat it.
You are actively making fun of someone's weight, size, and body for money.
And, like, you've done the exact same thing to yourself and other people too, so where exactly is the problem in that?
For monetization gain. But yet I'm the bad person? I know you're gonna have a rebuttal. I know you're gonna manipulate your audience. But either way, if you were just reacting, like, why is it okay to be fat phobic while doing so? Is that because that's all you have? Because I'm not as shitty as you really thought I was, and my life isn't as dramatic as you want it to be? So the only thing you have is like every other minute making fun of my body and my weight and my size and my issues? That's pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me.
Oh, I cannot wait for the video responses. This is gonna be good.
And I think it's time you go outside and get a little bit of sun. You're looking a little pale. All right, you guys, I enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We have one more to go, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.
Alright guys, come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I do apologize for getting a little too snarky and have a bit of attitude. I needed to cool down, which I did. At the very end, I took a minute and I was like, alright, nope, you're getting too much. We will come back for another video, and I am going to be watching Jordy's live stream. That is something I am going to be doing. Like, I've never watched any of his live streams, but we are going to be watching the next one. That being said, again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully get to see lovely people in the next one. Bye-bye.